So all the journal entries are passed. Okay, let's do the revaluation account. Provision for doubtful debt is to be brought up to 5%, which means it will come on the debit side of the revaluation account. To provision for doubtful debts account, and the amount is 500. It was brought up by 5%, so the provision for doubtful debt will be 1000 instead of 500. The difference is 500. There will be an increase of 500. So it is recorded on the debit side of the revaluation account, because provision for doubtful debt leads to a decrease in the debtors. So decrease in the debtor means decrease in the asset. So it is posted on the debit side of revaluation account. Next one, machinery is to be reduced by 2000, which means decrease in the value of asset. So to machinery, decrease in the value of asset is posted on the debit side of revaluation account, reduced by 2000. So the amount is 2000. And furniture by 12.5%. So furniture is also reducing. So decrease in the value of furniture on the debit side of revaluation. The amount is 1250. 12.5% of value of furniture, which was 10,000. Now stock to be valued at 23,000. There is an increase in stock by 3,000. So stock is an asset. Increase in asset is posted on the credit side by stock account. The increased value is 3,000. Next is land and building to be appreciated by 20%, which means increased by 20%. So on the credit side, land and building asset is increasing, and the amount is 14,700. Increased by 20%, which is 14,700. Investment of 2,000 was not recorded. So unrecorded asset is posted on the credit side of revaluation. So unrecorded asset is posted on the credit side of revaluation by investment account. The amount is 2,000. Next, insurance premium. Prepaid insurance, which is an asset, is not recorded. So it will also come on the credit side by prepaid insurance premium account. The amount is 5,000. The last one is a bill for 5,000 for electricity, which was not accounted. So it is an outstanding expense. Outstanding expense, which means a liability, increase in liability. It is posted on the debit side of revaluation account to outstanding electricity expense account. The amount is 5,000. Okay, so everything is recorded in the revaluation account. Now let's total the sides, total both sides. This side, credit side, is more than the debit side, so the balancing figure will come on the debit side of revaluation account. To partners capital account. Who are the partners? Swadesh and Swaraj. The difference is 15,950, and this is distributed among the partners Swadesh and Swaraj in old profit sharing ratio, which is 1:1. The amount is 7,975. That's all. Revaluation account is done. Okay, now we have to prepare the balance sheet of new firm. So in the balance sheet, the assets and liabilities will be shown in their new values, not in their old values. So there will be change in cash account, there will be change in cash, and a provision for doubtful debt should be increased by 5, so there will be change in provision for doubtful debt. And machinery to be reduced, machinery and furniture, so there will be change in machinery account and furniture account. The values will be changed, so there will be a change in the value of furniture account and machinery account. And investment is not recorded, so we have to record investment in the balance sheet. And also prepaid insurance should also be recorded. And a bill of 5,000, outstanding electricity expenses, so the outstanding expense, the value will be changed. Okay, let's prepare the balance sheet. Cash on the asset side, cash. We have to prepare a cash ledger account to know the exact amount. So let's leave the amount column and record the next asset. Cash at bank. There is no change in the amount of cash in bank, so it's 15,000. Debtors 20,000, and there is a change in provision for doubtful debt. It was 500 before, so after the adjustment we have to make it we have to brought it up to 5%, which is 1,000. So minus 1,000, it will be 19,000, not 19,500. Now stock, the amount was 20,000. There is an increase in the value to 23,000, so the new amount will be 23,000. Now furniture, the value was 10,000, and after the adjustment it was reduced by 12.5%. So 10,000 minus 1,250, so the value will be 8,750. Now machinery was also reduced by 2,000, so the machinery value was 18,000, so 18,000 minus 2. Machinery 16,000. And investment was not recorded, so we have to record the investment. Investment is an asset, so on the asset side, investment should be recorded. The amount is 2,000. And prepaid insurance, which is also an asset, we should record that. Prepaid insurance, and the amount is 5,000. And land and building, the amount was 73,500. In land and building has to be appreciated by 20%. So the change in the value was 14,700. So 14,700 plus 73,500. Land and building, and the new value is 88,200. So asset side is done. Now to the liability side. There is creditors. There is no change in the value of creditor, so 65,000. And next is outstanding expense. There is a increase in outstanding expense by 5,000, so 3,000 plus 5,000, the total is 8,000 is the new value. And capital accounts, old partners were Swadesh and Swaraj. you also have to post new partners capital, because the balance sheet is prepared after the admission of new partner. To know the exact value of cash account and the capitals of three partners, we have to prepare capital account and cash account, but in the question it is not asked, so we have to prepare a working note on this. Okay, so let's prepare the capital account of partners. So old partners capitals were 60,000 and 40,000. So by balance brought down, Swadesh's capital were 60,000 and Swaraj's capital were 40,000. And Sambhav brought his capital in cash of 20,000. So the journal entry was cash account debit to capital account. So by cash account, Sambhav 20,000. So this is recorded. Sambhav brought his capital, it's recorded. And next is premium for goodwill distributed among the sacrificing partners. So this has to be recorded in Swadesh's capital account and Swaraj's capital account. So by premium for goodwill account, Swadesh got 2,500 and Swaraj also 2,500. Now it is mentioned in the question that goodwill brought by Sambhav was withdrawn by Swadesh and Swaraj. So the entry was Swadesh capital account, Swaraj's capital account to cash. This has to be recorded in their capital accounts. So it is on the debit side to cash. It was withdrawn by Swadesh and Swaraj 2,500 and 2,500. And it's the profit of revaluation account distributed to partners capital account. This has to be recorded in their capital accounts. So on credit side, since it was a gain, profit by revaluation account, profit, it was 7,975 and 7,975. So that's all. We have recorded everything. Now let's total the sides. 20,000, 50,475, and here it is 70,475. Okay, so the balancing figure comes on the debit side of partners capital account. 70, 475, 50, 475 and 20,000. So the balancing figure comes on the debit side to balance carry down, and here it is 20,000. Here the difference is 47,975 and here the difference is 67,975. So these are the new capital of partners which should be recorded in the balance sheet. So in the balance sheet here we should record the new capitals of the partners. That is, Swadesh's new capital is 67,975. Swaraj's new capital is 47,975 and Sambhav's capital is 20,000. The total is 1,35,950. So let's total the sides. 2,08,950 and 2,08,950. Both of the side should come equal. Then only it will be what we did is right. So here cash, we have left a space for cash. When we add all this amount and subtract it from the total 2,08,950, we will get the cash amount, and the difference is 32,000. Either you can do this way, or you have to prepare a cash account. You have to record all the cash transactions and you will get a balancing figure. That balancing figure is the amount, actual amount of cash. Either you can do that way or like how I did, but you will get the correct amount only if what we did is correct. So it's better to prepare a ledger, cash ledger account, just to make sure it is correct. So that's it. So this is the cash account prepared. You can see this is the opening balance which was in the balance sheet, and there is a record for premium for goodwill brought by Sambhav. It was recorded cash account debit to premium for goodwill. So premium for goodwill is recorded in the cash account, and partners have withdrawn the premium for goodwill, that is also recorded. Swadesh capital account, Swaraj capital account to cash account. This is it. And to Sambhav's capital account. Sambhav bought his capital in the form of cash. So all this is recorded, and the balance carried down, that is the new amount that should be recorded in the balance sheet.